Want me to start?
Okay, you can if you want to.
Welcome back to Vac Lab at Mini Meet 27.
Woo, 27. Thomas has
So,
arrived.
I've been coming up here since May of 2018. Me and Bill kind of become great friends over the years. We talk a lot about not just vacuums, we talk about other stuff, but
And we get pizza.
oh yes, I love getting the Pizza Cottage pizza. You know, I live in West Virginia. We're not nearly as sophisticated down there as
They don't
people
have
up
pizza
here.
in West Virginia, apparently.
I mean, we've got places, but it's not like up here to me is kind of like it's more high sophisticated. I live in West Virginia's the woods. Like the biggest metropolitan city is Charleston, and that's the closest thing to. So when I come up here, I feel like I'm in a bigger city. You know.
Yeah. Ooh.
You can't tell by my accent. I got a little bit of a twang to me.
Twang. Hi there, y'all. What y'all
I'm
doing?
not that bad. I've heard there's all kinds of people in my neck of the woods that sound just heck.
And he done bring up a rainbow.
I brought my.
And this one's extra special, by the way.
Yes. If you watched my channel, this was my grandparents' rainbow that was gifted to me in their will. It is from April of 1989, and Bill is going to do a full refurbishment for me, cause, well, I've let Bill borrow some of my parts over the years and stuff, and I told him, you know, you can just keep them. I have no use, so the parts that I've given him, he can keep for doing this for me. But this rainbow here, it has not been used a whole lot.
It was stored for many decades.
Yeah, it was,
Power nozzle was stored under the bed.
And this was just essentially put in the closet.
Now it was a closet. So, and this is just a D4C.
Yes.
It's before
the SE.
It's before the SE, which there is a 1993 D4C SE sitting behind it. That one's actually mine. I got that in a thrift store many years ago. So I'm going to go and rejigger this one. So if you want to see how they sound, the 1993 right here, I have a video series, and it's got all new bearings. It sounds real good. And this 1989 model, he was told by his grandpappy that he attempted to replace at least one bearing, probably the lower bearing, right by the separator.
One. He said he replaced one. I don't know.
Okay, he replaced a bearing. Okay, we don't know anything about or how long ago, but let's see what they listened. Let's listen to them, see what they sound like, and we can compare them.
I'm gonna do the 93 first,
okay,
and then do mine, and you have to pay close attention to the sound on sound quality.
Yeah, wind up and wind down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and crank her up. Yeah, nice and smooth. Pretty quiet.
Now, headphone users be just a tad bit beware.
Yeah, needs a little help. Oh, show them the underside. Show them what the separator looks like. Actually, show them both separators so we can compare.
The separator on the D4C non-SE used the older style separator that came on the D3C. I have a D3C, and that is the same separator on it. Then, in 1990, when they came out with the SE model, they upgraded the separator and went to a much newer style.
Now, there's even newer than that, but you see the difference between the two.
Yeah. They say that the newer style supposedly has better suction and airflow. Me and Bill are going to test that theory. But As far as power usage, these are essentially about the same. We off camera we checked the power ratings, and
they're upper 8 amps. They're both about upper 8
yeah.
amps.
The power nozzle.
Ooh, let's look at that. Here, talk about that, because it's a little unusual.
Yeah. Before the SE model came out, it had this dark red tone versus the goldenish brown look, and the cord comes all the way up, goes around the hose and down to there.
And it's got these little kind of plastic clips. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, I'd seen it in other people's videos, but I'd never seen it in person. You know, you just have to wrap the cord around the hose. I mean, that's the way they did it back then. And then here's the plug.
Yep. They did that since the D4C. The cord was on the outside of the...
And it doesn't come off on that end. No, not unless you take it apart, which will happen.
But as far as the power nozzle goes, it's the PM1. Now this one is a little bit. It needs some. Yeah,
it's got one chewed plastic beater bar, and you can clearly see that right there. So we're not going to be running that on carpet anytime soon. Even though I'm going to do look how nice and shiny the base plate is. We're not going to do any tests with this. Not on carpet anyway. Airflow box, sure, but not on carpet because that one is too mangled. This one, that one's kind of rough too, but that one's chunky.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can still get those plastic beater bar inserts. So this is, wow, these are like medium length, and they are very, very soft, the bristles. Yeah. So there's the whole thing right there.
This is just the same as, this is just essentially the PM1. This model goes, well, it's not the model, it's this power nozzle. It goes back to the...
It pushes.
That's goes back to the D4C, and they used this PM1 all the way up until 1993. And then they went to the PM2 in 94.
Yep.
That's how long this power nozzle has been in production. The D4C itself was in production from 1986 to 1998. So it's relatively it's been around a long time back then.
Yeah. So you're going to see some videos where I completely recondition this thing, or as much as I can and as much as parts will allow. I believe that the motor bearings in his 1989 should be the same as what's in my 1993. If they're not, then you'll find out soon enough. But if they are, I already have them in stock. I just checked before he arrived. So they were 3 of the exact same bearings. I think they're 6201s. But if there's any differences in there, you'll see soon enough. He also brought up a yellow toy. Eureka! He brought up yellow.
Eureka Lightspeed.
And as far as we can tell by the sticker that's on the back, it's from 2011. And that seems to be about right. So go ahead and tell your fans how you pick this dude up here. It's the only filter that's got. It's right there.
I had a similar model. The only one difference was mine was purple. And mine didn't have the fixed length hose. Mine had the stretchy hose where you could stretch it out. But it was essentially the same vacuum. It just had a little different parts on it. But the dirt bin and the filter and the brush roll, all the same. I replaced the filter. I replaced the brush roll. And I also put it's got a new belt in it.
Yeah, new belt, new brush roll. Boy, it shows too.
It's got this, it's pretty stiff.
Yeah, it's at least medium stiff and medium length too.
I use this vacuum quite often. It's very lightweight and it's very maneuverable. It's not heavy at all.
Hey, how about we find out exactly how heavy it is? I have a new gauge. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Which way are we facing? Okay, grams. How about pounds? Let me turn that off and change it back to pounds. Let's see, ounces, kilograms, pounds. Wonderful. Now, can we make it so we can you can see it? Let's see. The lighting here appears to be a little on the strange side. Let's see. Does it look better this way? Okay. All right. Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. So we're at about 13.64 pounds, about 13.5 pounds.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's not bad.
For a backless.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's definitely not a heavyweight by any means. Okay, we're going to try this old PN1. So here we go.
I got it plugged into his 93.
Yeah, plugged into the 93, yeah.
The 89, out of commission.
Yep.
Here we go.
Interesting noises.
Yeah, it needs help.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm hearing the belt shredding, so to speak, and probably getting ready to go poof. So yeah, because it's like tick, 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 and I went, well, I know that's not my canister, so I bet you the belt is just in pieces or about to be in pieces. You know, which is, you know, yeah.
Look at the dust. That's where it's been up under the bed.
Yep. But you know, it runs, and the bearings don't sound as bad as the suction unit.
Yeah. It's set for so long. It's like it just sitting almost did more damage than what it did if somebody abused it.
Well, you know, something sits for 30 years. You know, if you had a car sit for 30 years, you're going to have to replace rubber parts, fluids. You know, you can't just have something just sit forever.
No, you got to use it. And
how about we move this clump of stuff, and then you can show everybody how well this Lightspeed runs. Okay. So here we go with big 12 amp Yeller. Big Yeller.
Like I said, this machine, if I haven't said already, this machine is so lightweight, and the brush roll is so aggressive in my opinion.
It's got a lot of pull forward power.
Yeah, pulls it's like a Kirby almost, even. Like on my I can vacuum my whole house and I won't break a sweat with this vacuum.
Yeah.
But he's got thick carpet, obviously. So
right. Yeah. So I have this set to medium, and he does have a fresh brush roll on it. So that probably is going to be the right height. It's possible it's even too low. It might be too grippy. Who knows?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
See? It's doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, just hold it with a finger. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like it just going forward. It's just
yeah. Yeah, it's bite. It has a good bite. It's got a good bite.
Look at the fluff that's already in there.
Yeah.
Let's try the carpet stick up.
Well, that's getting the edge. Yeah. My poor edge.
See here? Myself.
It's not loud.
No.
Wow, and the bearings don't sound bad at all. Do the wind up and wind down again. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that. Okay, that is clean carpet. So on what is it? What position? What do we have position here? Well,
position 1 of.
yeah, I was going to say Position whatever, but it's
2
got
of
all
5.
it's got all these marks that are weird. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So position 2, yeah, that's too low for this carpet because some people might go, oh look, it's got a lot of pickup. I now have less carpet. So
Well, when I had it on position 3, it wasn't.
well, it probably was touching, but not in a way that you're familiar with or used to. I'd have to try it and see because your place is all low pile carpet. Yeah, so mine's all medium pile carpet, so I'm used to a different grip level.
I'm not used to his, and he wouldn't be used to mine. So,
yeah, well, here, let me, go ahead and let her run, and I want to try a little bit.
Wind up.
Yep. Man, that's not bad for, say an 11-year-old vacuum. That is not bad at all. Do you know why the person was getting rid of it? I mean, what state was it in when you got it?
Mine. It was in my state. It was in...
No, I meant, what condition? Sorry. What condition was it? No, not you went out of state to go get it. What was the state of its condition? The condition of its state.
Brush roll was... The brush roll was wore out. The belt was stretched. The filter was kind of...
Yeah, it was kind of...
It was I didn't have to dust it down or nothing. I just had to just replace common parts. But the way it is now is the way it looked when I got it.
Okay.
It wasn't dusty at all. It wasn't dirty.
So it is... Yeah, I can say it's not really...
It's not...
Yeah, it's not touching. Well, put it this way. It's touching very little, to be sure, but it's super easy to push. Look at all my carpet in there, though. So, I mean, it's really easy to push. So,
when I first got it, I put some of my Scentsy stuff in it and made it smell real good. And it, the exhaust filtration smells like Scentsy.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let me try it one position lower, so it'll probably like take off. Yep, it is. It's just taking off. I'm not doing anything. It's just going. So, it almost needs a position that's like in between the two. It's kind of weird. So on its middle position, it doesn't really contact this carpet very well. I mean, a little bit, but not very much. And it makes the machine feel like it weighs nothing. The second you put it down one click lower, it just whoosh. But, of course, here, you want to go ahead and do the dump? And just dump it right on the carpet. And then we'll try out the hose.
Of course, that's my dirt. I use this vacuum. I love using this vacuum, actually. But I dust this all the time. It's just discolored.
Right. Yeah, go ahead and dump my carpet back on top of my carpet. There's a lot. If he's going to leave this here for me to test it, this thing has got to have some absolutely unreal dry pass test. I mean, some pickup there, maybe to rival the Royal, because that was a true carpet shredder.
Well, remember my Dirt Devil Featherlight Vision I brought up here, where it had the power nozzle was angled a little bit, and it was like the bin was like nothing but straight up carpet and stuff. It had like it was like 14 something grams, and he was like, that was nothing but carpet.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this is put back together.
I do want to leave this here with him. Of course, that's totally up to Bill. I don't like the pressure. He's a busy man.
All right, let's see what we got here. What kind of flow do we have? Well, it definitely has some. How about we do a quick check on the hose suction? How about we do a suction check? So, you want to focus on this. So Thomas was just telling me about making sure that you keep the filter clean, because if that filter gets clogged with fine dust, you totally lose cleaning power. Your airflow just dies. So here we go. Yep. Yeah, kind of weird at that angle. So a little less than probably 60. Oh, hey, the hose. I love it. Here, come around here. The hose is actually touching the way I have it set up. The hose is touching the power.
Casper the Friendly Ghost turned the vacuum on.
Yep, there you go.
His house is haunted. Hey, it's spooky season, you all.
So suction for this thing is actually reasonable. I wonder what the airflow would be. We will check it out. We'll check it out later, or we could check it out with the Baird meter.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
And where the hose is so close, it basically connects right to the head. I would venture to say the whatever comes out the hose is what the machine gets in general.
Yeah, down at the nozzle.
Yeah, at the nozzle, like that's what I love about this vacuum. Like the hose connects straight to the nozzle. It don't have not like your Bissell's over there where there's a bunch of different connections and all that.
Okay, I had to bring up my chart. So. Just a minute or two.
Bill wants to show you him taking it apart and fiddling. He can't get enough of it. He can't quit turning it on.
Thomas pointed this thing out to me here. This is like a quick hose release somehow. It's just a flappy piece of plastic. You probably don't want to bend it too hard, but that's kind of convenient. Okay, so
the model I had, like I said, had the stretchy hose, but this one's just
look how long this is. So I've got to kind of move this around a bit.
It's a little.
Got to bring it over here. Yeah. Okay. So we'll stretch it out as much as we can. That fits the Baird airflow meter okay. All right, let's see what happens. Not as much as we hoped for.
It's like
about a 3.5.
Yeah.
We're peaking about a 3.5, and a 3.5 would be 73 CFM. So that actually is honestly that's pretty typical.
Yeah, that's. I wasn't expecting it to be like.
Yeah.
I actually guessed when I guessed it. I don't have the stuff that Bill has. I was guessing about 80, so I wasn't too far off.
And how much do you think this machine was new in the store when it came out?
I remember when this was on the shelves. I think this vacuum cost about $69.
Oh, it was a super cheapie.
Yeah, it was like a $69 vacuum, and I think when it went on sale on Black Friday, you could probably get it for like $49.99, something like that. Yeah, this vacuum wasn't an expensive vacuum at all. It was a cheapie.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, then considering the incredible price that you could pay for this thing, then you're getting a lot. So you've got some good suction. You certainly have way too much agitation, and you have reasonable airflow. We haven't checked the power nozzle yet, but I bet it's fully acceptable at that price as well.
Yeah, these units were, oh gosh, they were $10 a dozen when they was on the shelves. Like, they were so cheap, everybody bought them, just to have a cheap vacuum. But, filters stop up and they lose performance, and it's like, oh, well, we got thrown away, get a new one. So, there's that.
You haven't seen this in a number of years. And Thomas came up and said, well, what else can we do? So, he said, I have never run the AquaMate 1. So, here's a golden oldie. It's been completely refurbed a number of years ago, and it worked just fine a number of years ago. So here is the cold water line. It's rather long. This thing's probably like 40 feet, but I don't remember what the measurement is. And what you do, you can figure out other ways to hook this line up, but this is the way it came. So this was crimped on the end, and it literally goes into, say, a kitchen faucet, but you can't just take it and then just screw it in. It doesn't work. You need to get an adapter. I got this adapter at a hardware store, I don't know, 20 17, probably like 5 years ago or something. It was fairly cheap there. If you try to buy it online, I don't know what the price is. So let's see. Is this going to go in like... See, I don't have anything in there. Let's see. Will this go in? Oh, wait a minute. This might go in like this. Nope. Hold on a second. It has been literally years since I've used this last. So if you don't put a washer in there, it will leak. Okay, good. Grab the threads. I'm just going to do this hand tight. I'm not going to go nuts, although I do have a pair of pliers on me. Okay, so that is hand tight. I'm going to take this. I do have a screen and another washer in there. So let me go ahead and put this in here. Now it's got outer threads in there. Maybe you can hook up something in another way, in another manner. You know, you get a different adapter and hook up like a garden hose or something. But this will keep you completely inside the house. Okay, so I'm expecting when I turn this on probably to get some type of leakage, but I don't really care because if it drips a little, it's just in my sink. And it's not dripping at all. So we've got full cold water pressure here. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I got a tiny, I think I have a little itty bitty drip, but it'll drip right into the sink. So no big deal. So let's follow this back out, this little snake, and see if it's spitting anything else.
I'm right behind you.
All right, Tom's right behind me. So,
Yeah,
don't close the door all the way.
Right. I went ahead and filled up my little tank here. I just kind of,
Okay.
formula-wise, I just kind of went like to there.
Okay, all right.
Because I know this ain't
This
this
is
the
super
correct
suds.
stuff.
Yeah. So we're using the wrong type of stuff. This is foaming stuff. So you're going to see lots and lots of foam. And when I did this a number of years ago, I also said this is the wrong stuff and it's going to have lots and lots of foam.
Now, I've never used one of these either, so I'm kind of...
So yeah, you'll have to, it tilts in and then clicks. Put this part in here. And there you go.
Oh.
A click. Yeah. So let me have a close-up here. Now we have decent light, and I'm doing this outside before it rains. So you've got a press bottle fill, and then you have a bottle release. That'll release this. You have your main trigger squeeze. And then on the other side, you have a rinse mode and a wash mode. So this one video I did many years ago did very, very well. So here's an updated 4K version that hopefully has better picture and sound.
Let's see if any water does come out.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, go ahead. It's just cold water. So, turn it a little bit.
It's working.
Yeah, go ahead. Look at that. It's nice that we're outside so we can make a complete mess. All right, great. So it's a great idea that he had. I had to go and find I had to go and find my sink adapter. So I think we're okay. What do you want to do? You want to try to clean anything? I mean, you want to try to put like, I don't know, some stuff down on the carpet?
I guess we can put like we can do like just something that no mustard.
Yeah, mustard stain was just
mustard
terrible.
Mustard ketchup, like not any kind of dark pop.
All right, I will see what I can find. Be back. I wanted something to drink, so I got some blue Powerade. So let's see how well this AquaMate 1 will work. Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a lot. You can certainly see it. Geez, it kind of turns green on the carpet.
How dare you?
Oh! Okay. Give it a whirl. Now, he's never run this before.
Well, a little bit excited.
Yep. So...
All right, let's power on the 93.
The 93. So let's see, do we hear anything?
I hear airflow.
Yep. Okay, so we got some airflow and suction because this is going to be primarily suction based.
All right. I got it on wash.
So you want to wash. Okay, so he's going to start with some soap, right? Although you wouldn't have to, but go ahead. So you could squirt and just get it wet with some soap.
Already foaming up.
Yeah, it's foaming up. Well, of course, it's the Hoover stuff, so it's going to be foamy. Look at it go. Oh, that's so cool to see that work again. Look at that. Yeah, do a little pre-spray, so to speak, and then there we go. Nice.
You can actually I'm gonna pull the trigger here and I'm gonna go back and forth. Like
Okay.
an actual carpet washer.
All right.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go back and forth with it. Like you're vacuuming.
Yep.
Alright, let's
And obviously it's very quiet.
let's give it a little bit of a. Of course, this vacuum don't have. It's only got like 60 inches of waterless, so it's not going to suck up the best.
Yeah. So are you doing dry passes now?
Yes, then I'm going to rinse
Okay.
it.
All right.
You always got to rinse your soap out.
Yeah, because we got a lot of soap in there. Let me turn this a little bit so we can see. You can see a little bit of the soap in the recovery bin there.
All right, let's do a rinse.
Okay. So now we switched over to rinse. So that is water only, no soap. Now let's see. Maybe you can see a little bit
There's a little bit of blue
right
coming
in
up, but
there.
It's
a little white.
It's mostly got it up.
Oh yeah, that was quick. See, any blue left? No.
I'm not seeing no blue.
Yeah.
Now let's draw it.
Okay.
Straightforward.
Okay, dry pass only. And I'm looking around, we're not leaking anywhere.
No, it's
There's no leaks.
It's amazing that this old AquaMate is still.
So when did this first come out? For the D3, you say?
Yeah, but it came out. The AquaMate 1 came out for the D3, but I'm not sure what year it actually came out.
Do you think 80s, 1980s?
Yeah, it was the 80s.
Okay.
I don't know what year in the 80s. The D3 came out in 1980. See, it don't. You gotta go really slow, dry.
Right.
Dry.
You might want to experiment with angle. Like, you know, is it better down low, up high? I mean, depending on what you're doing.
Let's try that, like straight.
Okay,
back.
straight down at a high angle, it probably
Yeah,
is.
no.
That's no good. So you gotta,
tilt it back
yeah,
a little bit.
gotta tilt it back a little bit. Yeah, so this is a great idea because I couldn't really do this as a one-person video, so I'm glad he suggested this.
Now let's do the whole carpet.
Okay.
Might as well. I got plenty of fluid.
Well, how are we doing on what's in the tank?
It's not even. I can look at it underneath there.
Yeah.
It's blowing the water back. Like it's.
Yeah, we seem to have plenty of room to fit more water in there.
The best thing to do when you're using an AquaMate, you need to have the not the 2 quart, you need the 4.
Yeah, if you want to do a lot, yeah. This is a small section of carpet.
But might as well, let's get cleaning.
So did you switch it back to
wash.
It's on wash, okay. It's not on rinse.
Hey, I'm going like just normal vacuum right now.
Yeah, and I can hear the flow. I can hear the airflow a little bit. So I think the AquaMate 1 does a great job of getting the carpet wet, that's for sure.
Yeah, just the vacuum itself, though, it needs some more suction and airflow.
Yeah.
But
If you could hook this up to something that had a lot more suction, because we are picking up water, and that's where you're going to use suction, it would do better.
the E2 1-speed uses the AquaMate 1.
And that's a tremendous machine.
Then they eventually went over to the AquaMate 2. The only difference between the AquaMate 2 and the AquaMate 1, the AquaMate 2, the water, it had a water tank that could go on the units versus having this long water tube.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. I did the wash. Now I'm gonna go slow and get the soap up.
There's the underside.
The units, I can hear it. It's slowing down.
Okay.
Anytime you,
We might have a big foamy mess to deal with. Let's see.
You don't want to put way too much foam in this.
Yeah.
Because what it'll do is it'll get stuck. It'll get up in the separator.
Yeah.
And
yeah, like I said, we're using the wrong stuff. It's foamy, but you know what? That's not too bad. We're nowhere near maxing this thing out. See, is that yeah?
It's just a lot of
yeah,
foam.
it's a lot of foam. The stick is right there where I'm touching it, so we didn't hurt anything.
But you know what though? Look at the water.
Yeah. It's blue.
November 24th, 1993.
Yeah.
Let's do a dump.
Foamy dump.
Hey, we're killing two birds with one stone here. We're cleaning the tank. We're cleaning the tank out with soap and cleaned the hose out.
Yeah, you got that one.
Sounds like cleaner.
Hopefully it would, yeah.
I always love smelling the water and the rainbow, even after I get done vacuuming.
Let's see the underside. Let's check the separator, see if we mangled anything. Nope. Clean as a whistle. Okay, yeah, we're in.
The baffle is even dry.
Yeah. So we're in good shape. We didn't hurt anything yet. To see a soapy input nozzle. That's kind of funny. Now let's see, how wet is this? Oh, it's soaked. Yeah, it's soaked here.
Okay.
Hey, look at my hand. Yeah, that is soaked. You can see how wet my hand is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Man,
Tricky latches.
that's a tight clamp pressure.
It is. Well, I did refurbish it, so.
Let's see the soap go in.
Okay.
I was gonna say stick your hand in it. Hold on.
Yep. Click. Yeah, so it did a relatively nice job cleaning the carpet, but it's leaving the carpet very wet.
It's not. It needs more suction and airflow.
Yeah. So he's not doing anything right now. This is just a dry pass.
I got a little system how I wash carpet.
Yeah.
Wash it. Suck up some water. Suck a little bit of the water up and then rinse it. And really dry it. This is pleasant to use.
Well, it certainly isn't heavy. It's very light plastic.
That's what I like about it. It's lightweight. It's not. It's very lightweight. And I'm able to push it forward. So. Hey, it's slipping the carpet up there.
Yep. Got a little bit of lift, so that's nice. You need that. So still picking up plenty of water.
His Uber steam back wipe path though, that's the beast, can't be beat.
Yeah. Great carpet dryer at 1999 Hoover steam vac wide path.
I think it still cleans though for what it
Oh,
is.
sure.
Alright, let's do some rinsing.
You know what we should do? Because we actually were planning on doing this, but not with this machine. When you brought up your brand new Bissell, we were going to go and do your chair.
Yeah, we ended up doing
We need
the
to go
spare.
and bring up the chair from the basement. It's Thomas's chair. He's the only one that's allowed to sit on it. It's his vacuum chair. And we will use this to water extract that chair.
Now I'll tell you what I will do with the chair. I will shorten one of the tubes. I'll take one of these tubes off
Yep.
to make my life a little bit easier.
Yep. You can shorten it. I think you saw that in the old video I made of this thing.
That's another reason why I want to use this AquaMate because there's not a lot of videos of them. AquaMate 1.
So you think if for some reason you decide you want an AquaMate 1, what are the machines that you would recommend that would be compatible with it? Starting from oldest to newest. So a D3...
The D3 and D4 is going to do about the same job.
Okay.
But I would use the E2 1-speed.
E2 1-speed. And we think it has the same connection down there.
Well, you can even use the E2 2-speed even.
I don't think it's got... Well, it doesn't have a positive click on it. You could probably just put the hose near it. Maybe it would suck together. But so D3 and D4 is compatible with this. It's still picking up water.
I can hook this up to an E2 2-speed. The only thing I would need is the wet hose and connect it. Take the E2 wet hose, connect it to this, and I can still use it on an E2.
Yeah, if you can manage to do that, sure.
So you don't have to use a D4. You can use an E2. You can use the newest Rainbow. Well, maybe not the SRX, but
yeah, I bet that one would be problematic. So it's still picking up water. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, boy, we must have put down a lot of water.
I'm gonna go really slow.
It's still picking up water.
Skips a little bit on me. Now, if you did a whole room, it would take you a while.
Well, you know what? It's a lot less wet. I will tell you that. It's a lot less wet. You can look at my hand. That's a lot less shiny.
Yeah, you gotta go slow on the dry passes, where it's just not enough airflow and suction. You really need the newer Rainbows would do a better job, but you had to start somewhere. I mean,
Yeah, this is the one, so they got to do something with it.
Well, it's not even the AquaMate 1 itself. It's just the motor unit isn't. You need some more suction and airflow to get that deep water.
So if you have one of these, it looks like it can do maybe a fairly good job of drying the carpet, but you know what you need to do? You need to go over it many, many times. Maybe like 10 times or something, or even more. Yeah, hear that? Yeah, hear that? Yeah.
So, let's check the water in the...
Okay.
About half full still. Yeah, about half full.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in the main unit.
You know, this whole experience has been very quiet overall.
That's why it wouldn't latch. I mean,
Oh, you crunched the cord in the
I
back.
made a boo-boo.
Okay.
Sorry.
I doubt it hurt the machine.
I hurt Bill's vacuum.
Huh.
I was like, why ain't this latching?
Yeah. Didn't seem to make much difference.
Yeah,
Now look at that. It didn't spray anything anywhere. That bowl's clean on the top.
that's how.
Yeah, you always have a couple of drips.
This right here is why you rinse your carpet.
Yep, look at that. So we're still pulling out soap. It's a lot less, but still there.
Yeah, always got to rinse your carpet. And that's because that's what you're going to leave in it. That's why you have resoiling and re-staining.
Okay, how about we go downstairs and we grab Thomas's chair?
Sounds good to me.
Yep, be right back. So we have Thomas's chair out here. It's the one you saw in the original AquaMate 1 video all those years ago. And he's going to do a full cleaning on it. He's going to start with all the, dry stuff like there's some dog hair and some junk that accumulates. It's not really that dirty, but it's something. And then AquaMate 1 time. And he shortened it because there's a tube. So we made it a little shorter. Okay, take it away, Thomas. Yeah. And of course, we filled the bowl this time with 2 quarts of water. Yep.
Best scene on earth. That sticks to your arm. You can just hold it like that.
Yeah, there you go. It's what you don't need any more.
And Bill always makes fun of me because I clean so fast. Like when I start to clean, I'm like, he's like, nah, he gets to work. Yeah, some of them hairs are stubborn. They ain't gonna come out. But
Yeah, it's going to be too much trouble.
Rosie's got that hair that just, it's like
It weaves
glue.
itself in.
It's glue.
Yep. It's short and it weaves itself into the fibers.
I also found out too, sometimes straight suction, like this, can help out. See, it's actually, when you do like this, it can pull the hairs out a little bit better sometimes. See?
So how many of you viewers clean with the agitation of the actual nozzle end? Just straight nozzle end, no attachments. I know that's popular.
That's
I've been
how
doing
I
it for
vacuum
years.
My car out.
Yeah,
I vacuum my car out. I just use.
Yeah. No attachments, just the end of the hose directly.
I'm actually not even going to finish. We'll put
Okay.
this back.
Well, how about, well, wait a minute. Oh, okay, you don't want to use that anymore. Did you want to do the...
I like the one just this right here.
You want to do the... Okay, so you're still going to do more of the chair. You got to do this and then the back and stuff like that? Okay. Yep.
Of course, so this is how your arm cramps up and... But you see, like, the hairs that's in bed, when you straight just do this, it's getting them out. See?
And we'll take a look at the water and do a water dump when we're done to see just how effective all this was.
This is the exhaust. I took the end cap off to give me a little bit more airflow.
Yep.
And here it's coming out the back.
Yep.
The back here is not it's not all that dirty. But now go ahead and get it clean.
Yep, it's your chair.
that's just about done.
All right, let's see what we got. How dirty is the water?
You want to nickname your rainbow R2D2.
Oh,
Woo.
there we go. Now this chair hasn't been cleaned in a long time. See all that in there? Yep.
That was in your house.
Well, it was in the chair that was in the house in the basement.
That's why I love rainbow. Right there.
There, let's see the whole thing.
Like,
yeah. Now that was clean water, and now you can plainly see it's cloudy.
You can see dust, cloudiness. That's just, to me, there ain't nothing better than, that's the best feeling in the world when you just see what, ugh.
You can see all your dirt.
Yeah. Bill's a Kirby fan, but, you know, I just, I've had Kirby's, but I don't know, rainbow just seems to do the trick for me. To each their own.
There it goes. That's why that grass is so long right there.
All clean.
Okay. So, AquaMate time.
And this is another reason I love rainbow. No dirty bags. There's no stench.
Well, if you remember to clean it out, how we get and how you and I both get rainbows is people don't bother to maintain them or clean them out. So don't clean them out, and then we'll end up getting them.
Yeah.
And then you'll see a video.
That's how we make money. So let's do some. Make sure I got the cord stuck.
Yeah.
Put the. Well, this is a wet hose too, but it's not the one attached to the aqua.
Yeah.
All right. Push this bad boy back in.
Now, if we need to go and tilt the chair over, feel free. I can help you with that. I think I might have even done that in one part of the video, but it's been so many years I don't
actually
remember.
got a method how I'm going to do this. I've
Okay.
already thought it over.
Okay. Now, let me get the watering hose on the other side. Get it out of the way here.
Hose on twisted
Yep.
here.
And there's a lot of extra hose. A lot of
Yeah.
extra supply hose.
But you have an unlimited supply of rinse. You don't have to keep filling
Oh yeah,
a tank.
that's
back
for
up.
sure.
So turn it on. Man, that was sick.
Lots of turn on torque. Yes. High torque.
Wash.
All right, so we are on wash.
Soak it.
You can get as messy as you want out here or outside. That's a great thing.
It just. Whoop. This is how I'm actually going to do it. I'm not going to scrub it because I essentially did that when I did the dry.
He done did it.
So you may want to come over here because I'm going to spray you.
All right.
I don't want to get you wet.
Oh, all right. You're going to do the top. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's fine.
This is all I'm going to do. I'm not going to scrub it with the AquaMate. I'm just going to get it really nice and wet.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to use the AquaMate to apply the soap,
Yes.
and then you're going to use just a plain wet hose to pick it up.
Like I said, I thought this over.
All right. There's a method to the madness.
Why don't you go over to the tank and watch it come in? Yeah, my hand's getting tired.
I bet.
Actually,
It's looking great, though.
there's the rest of the hose up here. That'll help me out. The hose is pulling me along. There we go.
Yeah, I'd say that works out wonderfully well.
I'm not gonna worry about rinsing this. This ain't hard.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah. You want to get the back? And you want me to turn the chair over so you don't have to do it at some kind of terrible angle? You can literally just flop the chair over. You want to do that?
I wasn't too worried about the back unless you want me to.
Okay. Yeah, let's flip the chair over. Be right back.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I gotta empty it.
All right, let's see how we're doing. So we have the chair flipped over, so the angle's, well, easier on the back.
I'm gonna go ahead and empty it again because I don't want to get too much soap in here.
Oh.
Well, that ain't nothing.
No, that's nothing. You could leave it. You
Yeah.
can see where the stick is here, and it's not filling up.
As long as you see the middle, I call it the spindle.
Yeah.
As long as you can see the top of it, you're okay.
Yeah.
But
It's not very foamy. So.
all right, let's plug this back in. Actually, you know what? I don't even have to plug that in. I don't need it. I can.
Yeah.
We don't have to use.
Well, you could. This is actually the back is wide enough and it's flat enough. You could just use that. Try it using the whole thing. See how it is. If it doesn't work well, then we'll switch over to your previous method.
But still, yet though, you can still.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can still.
You can apply the soap in the water.
That's what I'm liking about this. I can sit here and apply.
Yep.
All day long, like I'm at a car wash.
Yep.
Ooh, what a mess.
Good to be outside.
Hey, at least it's not snowing.
Yeah, that's good.
Get in here. Come on. There we go.
Need some assistance?
I got it.
Got it? Okay. That make it? Okay, made it. All right. Let her rip.
Here we go. Oh, that's making it better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. On a flat surface? Yeah, that's good. Well, that goes quick.
Yeah, pretty much done. And for giggles and what, I'll go rinse the back. Still got a little bit of blue left in
Yeah,
there.
a little bit.
I'm really liking this AquaMate 1. Of course, I got my Bissell Big Green, so I really wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
But I'm liking this. This is fun. Alright, here we go. Now, as far as drying, I think it's pretty dry.
I haven't touched it yet, so I don't know.
I'm feeling it right now. It's not bad at all.
Oh, gee, that is medium dry. That's nice. And of course, we'll leave it outside so it'll dry. It'll dry pretty quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and flip it up and give it another with the other hose.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and give it another.
All right.
Quickie, like like up here. This is like soaking wet up here.
I'll give it a once. Oh yeah, it even looks. Oh yeah, that's wet. You could squeeze the water out. So this mini meat turned into the Mega Rainbow AquaMate 1. So
D4C,
yeah, all you Rainbow fans, hope you're watching.
All these you people who love the D4C, you're getting some good.
It's been years since you've seen the AquaMate 1. I'll add it to the playlist. I've got playlists.
There we go. That's a ticket. It even looks.
Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, it's noticeably better. It might be difficult to see, but I am recording it in 4K, so.
It looks more vibrant.
Yes, it does.
I'll tell you, I'll show him Bill.
This is actually fairly dry. All this right here is still, this is pretty wet, and this is pretty wet.
I do this all the time. I'll show him Bill. I always leave my exhaust cap off. It gives you a little bit more airflow.
Yeah, you do. You do.
It's nothing to be like, but the more airflow you get.
Yeah.
So,
now it will, of course, blow air out of this. I mean, that's what it's for. So. Yeah, it blows air right out of here.
you need.
Or you can use it, as a blower. Oh. Yeah, it's got engine torque. It's got motor torque startup. Yep.
I was scared it was going to fall.
Yeah, it twists.
I'm drawing the hose out too by doing this.
Yep.
See, you can just. Blow that water off.
So many vacuums don't have blowers, and I use them all the time. Whether it's the Electroluxes, or the Kirby's, or of course the Rainbow like we're using now.
I've actually done this when it snowed. I took my Rainbow outside and blew the snow off my car. Like
Okay,
this.
there you go.
People looked at me like I was nuts.
That's a first. I'd like to get a video of that.
Hey, I don't feel like scraping snow off my car. Get you a rainbow, put it in exhaust mode.
There you go. Okay, so is this the final dump now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We're all done.
That's it. So what do we get? And there it is. Oh, it's glorious soapiness.
That's not too bad. Let's see what. It's dark.
Yeah.
There's some darkness in there.
Oh yeah, it picked up some dirt still.
Yeah, I'm seeing fiber. Like I'm seeing chair fibers, but I am seeing particles that it got up out of the fabric.
Yeah. I see some chunky pieces. I do. Chair definitely was in need of a clean, and we were supposed to do it. What was that, in May?
Yeah, but we ended up doing the stairs instead.
Yeah. There it goes.
And away the dirt goes. Yep. Can't do that with a Kirby. Sorry.
So, you know what? I was just thinking about this a few minutes ago. That hose has pressurized water in it. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the water pressure off, but there's lots of ways to get the water out of that. Let's try a few things. I had an idea, because you know there's going to be a whole bunch of water still stuck in there. So how can I get that water literally sucked out of all that hose? Well, I went ahead and took this, put my hand around here, I turned this on, and then it moves, and then I went like this. And then guess what? Now I emptied this and rinsed it so you could see what we got. So it actually sucked the water out of the hose. I'll show you how much it got. Look at that. That is all out of that hose. Every last drop of that. You can see how much came out. That is a bunch. So that's great, because you know one of the biggest problem is how do you get the water out of all that hose? So I mean, all kinds of weird things you can do, but there it is.
And just think, if you would have left the water in there, it would have caused mold and mildew.
Yeah, so look at all that. That's a lot of water. All of that came out of that hose, and just that hose, nothing else. So hey, that worked.
Thumbs up to Rainbow.
Yeah, now I gotta, but you never would imagine seeing something like that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, look at all that. All right, that's great. Because one of the biggest problems is cleaning all this stuff up and then storing it. So I want to make sure that it's all clean.
You want to get the water out of these tubes, otherwise you're going to have like mold build up. And
well, if what you're picking up is really nasty, which is in some cases, but we rinsed everything. When you do the rinse cycle on that stuff, it normally will run, you know, clean water through everything for the most part. I also completely washed and rinsed this out, so it's in good shape. So now I can just leave it outside for a few hours and it'll be fine. And the great thing is this won't drip for like a week. So great. Okay, fantastic. So I didn't know how well it would work. Turns out, worked pretty well. So time for us to close out this mini meet, and Thomas was examining the carpet here, and oh geez, that's bone dry. So it seems like with the AquaMate 1, like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you go over the same spot like 10 or 15 times, it does do a good job of drying it. But you know, how many people want to go over it that many times? But it will work. Yeah, so that's important.
If you take it slow, don't be in a big rush. It'll get it dry pretty quick. I mean, there's a few spots on here that's a little bit, like right here, it's a little bit damp.
Yep.
But nothing it couldn't draw. But
and here's all that hose, all that water hose. Got a few things out here that we're having dry.
This chair,
yeah.
Now that right there, that's still
wet.
The bottom part here is going to take longer because it was the water just essentially.
Yeah, it pools there. We could even turn the chair over sideways too. But let's see, how's the back?
This up here and all of this is about, I would say about another hour or two.
Okay.
This down here, this is going to take a while.
Okay, we hit it pretty hard. And then how's the back? All the way to the
almost completely dry, barely damp.
Yep.
Just barely.
Yep. And of course, it's outside. It's not it's not raining yet, so hopefully it won't. If it does, it'll take longer to dry. It'll take longer to dry, won't it?
It'll get rinsed in.
That'll be a problem. We're gonna have to check the weather here before we go out to dinner. So, hey, thanks for watching. So this turned into a super mega rainbow AquaMate 1 meet. So
it was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
I enjoyed using the AquaMate. I have an AquaMate 3 that I enjoyed using, but the AquaMate 1 was even fun. You know, Rainbow had to start somewhere with water extraction, so.
Okay, let me see if I can flip. Flip the camera. All right. So, from Bill and Thomas here in Ohio, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.